Subscribe! No! Subscribe! No! Free Sammy! No! No, he is free! Subscribe! Subscribe! Hello everyone, it's July 29th, 2020, and Dave and Jay's Powerbomb just watched AEW Dynamite!
And what a show it was. And to kick off tonight's matches, so we had another must-beat Vince match. It was a 10-man tag match. We had all members of the Inner Circle, including the return of Sammy, Guevara.
Free Sammy.
They were all going up against the best friends, which was Trent and Chuck with Jurassic Express. It was Trent, Chuck, and Orange Cassidy, and they were with Jurassic Express. That was Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy.
A bunch of miscreants.
Yeah, so it was crazy, and Audrey had her hands full, that's for sure.
Oh, definitely. There was so many bodies flying around there, it wasn't even funny. Like, what the hell is going on? The boys, they just come on into the ring, fake news moment, and just mind their own business, talking, making sure everybody's enjoying the show and all that. And these assholes that Dave was talking about, these miscreants, jump on in and start beating on the boys.
It's true.
They were breaking out brass knuckles, glass bottles, everything, just to try to, like, ruin a good time.
Yeah, Marko's Stunt got involved right in front of the ref, but there's nothing Audrey could do. And yeah, there was some crazy stuff. Like, the match was nuts. It went back and forth. Then there was like some interference, which I didn't really particularly care for too much.
No, it was which Matt Hardy was it? Like, it somehow interfered, and it disrupted
big money Matt Hardy.
Oh my god! Like, it disrupted like Sammy. And
yeah,
Jesus
Sammy
Christ.
lost his focus because big money Matt Hardy's gunning for him, and unfortunately Spanish God had to take the pin, and yeah, it was Luchasaurus who got the pin. And yeah, that was pretty garbage. So then, speaking of garbage, we had words from Jon Moxley.
Oh yeah, it's totally trash.
Yeah, and then we had another TNT Championship Open Challenge. It's Cody going up against the new favorite of Jay's, Warhorse.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. I'm like, where's this guy coming out? He's like coming
Came from
out
the
all
Indies.
all metal-like and stuff. And I was like, first I thought he was like fellow Native American there, but no, man, he was just some crazy metal guy looking like, you know, a little bit of like part punk metal thrash rocker, part Ultimate Other Company warrior.
Yeah, he's gonna find his way, I suppose.
Yeah, he was actually very talented. He like they were just so flawless. It was like a beautiful dance between Cody and
yeah, with Arn
Warhorse,
Anderson
yeah.
watching on the outside of the ring there. However, at the end of the day, Cody with a win. He got a submission victory using the figure 4 leg lock against Warhorse, and we'll see what the future holds in store for Warhorse. And then after that, oh yeah, what happened? Yeah, there was some run-in. Yeah, 3 and 4 came in to try to fuck with Cody at the end of the match. Then another company guy runs in. In other company, his name was Zack Ryder. I don't know what he's calling himself in AEW, but I guess they probably told us, and who cares right now.
Yeah, but Cody needs allies because he's the American Psycho.
Yeah,
and
I guess like Zack Ryder
nuts.
was Cody's friend, like one of his friends in other company, so other company politics. We've been down this road. On Moxley. Okay, so then we have, yes. So I think on Saturday, September 5th, they were saying, is the All Out pay-per-view, which is basically their version of Other Company Mania. So it'll be pretty good. And then, yeah, the Inner Circle comes out, and they're all angry. Tony Schiavone was announcing this wonderful news. And then Le Champion challenges Orange Cassidy to a debate, which I believe is happening next week. He's going to beat him with his mind and also with his muscles. So,
and eventually he's just probably going to beat his soul.
Yes, and it's going to be, he's still got that jacket, and it smells like cat pee now, according to Santana.
Yeah.
So FTR has a new tag team counselor, and it is Arn Anderson, and they were at some type of contract signing.
How are these losers getting a fucking title shot?
I don't know if they're getting a title shot. It might have just been their like career signing for
No,
AEW.
from what I was watching, like from what I was understanding, they were getting a shot at the title and they were working out specific rules.
I don't know,
Like,
and then I got all
strictly enforced.
distracted.
I know
Because Hangman came out and like was drinking with the FTR
You were
boys.
too busy stuffing your face with pizza and smoking MJ. You didn't know what was going on in that moment.
I don't know. But then what happened? Oh yes, and then we transitioned to the AEW Tag Team Championship match where our challengers, Stu Grayson and Evil Uno,
Our
of,
number
the Dark
one
Order,
contenders.
and they're going against Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega, who are
These
our
guys
champions.
are like the worst team ever now.
And we got Colt Cabana doing commentary with Anna Jay, the new member of the Dark Order, was there, and Brody Lee was standing next to Colt Cabana, making sure everyone was doing a good job. And it was a pretty decent match. But at the end of the day, it was a buckshot lariat V-trigger combo, and someone got pinned, and our champs are still champs. And then they got the losers got berated by Brody Lee, and he was screaming, "Hangman will pay." And then they all, like 10 of the Dark Order guys, went in and jumped the Elite because Mad Nick Jackson hopped into the ring after, and then they were saved by FTR. So more other company guys with other company politics, with other company issues. Who knows, man?
There's a vaccine for that, probably.
Oh man, don't say that. But on a lighter note, we have words from our true women's champion, Britt Baker, and she still hates Big Swole, justifiably so. And she said, though, being a generous person that she is, that she will give Big Swole a shot at herself, but she first has to beat an opponent of Britt Baker's choosing. It'll probably be that sexy little cutie Rebel that she's always rolling around with. I'd
or
like to see
Abaddon.
that. Abaddon, yeah, she's a new favorite of mine. Go Abaddon.
Yeah, get her on Dynamite, folks.
And then we had a non-title match. Our women's champion, Hikaru Shida, going up against Diamante, who beat someone last week on Dynamite.
Yeah, and fights on Dark every once in a while.
Yeah, so this match was nothing special. Shida ended up winning. And then we cut to a segment, and it's Nyla Rose with Vickie Guerrero, and they're drawing colors to see who their tag team partner is going to be for this Women's World Cup Championship, a tag tournament thing. So then this other company woman who went by the name of Cameron years ago in other company, she was one of the Funkadactyls, Jay. She'd come out with this other woman and they'd be dancing and shit, and then these two fat guys were a tag team, so she was one of the dancers for these two fat guys. And so she's tagging with Nyla Rose in that tournament, and we'll see what happens. And then this is probably the story of the night, though. MJF State of the Business Address 2020. We deserve better. Hashtag MJF.
Hashtag not our champion.
Not my champion,
not
anyway.
My champion.
And yeah, MJF is not a fan of Dictator Jon and all the other company politics that he's pulling and all this shit, calling in these hidden favors and God knows what. And there's a whole bunch of stuff here. Like MJF says that he gets more ratings than our champion Jon Moxley.
I believe it.
I do too. And basically it was great. You should probably watch it for yourself. But he brought up a lot of poignant points. The most poignant point being that Jon Moxley doesn't deserve to be champion, and other guys have been killing themselves, busting their asses this whole time, and Jon Moxley takes a 5-week vacation, and when we needed him the most, and he's still the champion, and it's other company politics gone wrong, being drawn into a company that we love, and let's just get rid of Moxley and end it. So then
let's give it to MJF.
Yeah, MJF is his time for sure. We haven't had a champion that hasn't been another company champion yet, or another company guy. So yeah, that's important. So hopefully it's MJF versus Jon Moxley at the All Out pay-per-view, which I believe is on September 5th, which is a Saturday. So MJF for champion 2020. We deserve better. And so this leads into our main event. We have a no disqualification tornado tag match with Darby Allin and our champion Jon Moxley versus Brian Cage and Anthony Starks. And they're not out there with Taz because Taz was doing commentary all night. Boring. And so to start the match, Jon Moxley gets out there, and then Cage and Starks, they're talking shit backstage, going, "Where's Darby Allin? Where's Darby Allin?" Then what does Darby do? Oh, that's right. He coffee drops all two of those chumps
from somewhere above the entrance.
It's like on top of that tube. It's pretty high up. The Young Bucks dove
It
off
was like
there,
finally a big moment of
week
the match. It was like, yeah.
Yeah, so they go back and forth. They're doing some, well, as big of a match as any that Moxley with his limited talent can provide. And, but I mean, Darby Allin stole the show at the end there.
God,
you
did
just
he
want to
ever.
talk about that, man? The old,
He pulled out the old skateboard with hacksaw on the bottom, and then did the old flying truck. Fucked
Ricky Starks.
Ricky Starks.
Took the,
Yeah,
took
holy
the,
crap.
That's the reason Ricky Starks is in the main event for
Yeah.
AEW Dynamite tonight, to take that bump. I called it the truck fuck thumbtack attack. And yeah, Darby came off the top rope with that skateboard, nailed Ricky Starks in the back, and it was pretty academic after that. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And we got news for next week.
We have Darby Allin versus
AEW Championship match.
Versus Trash Compactor himself.
Trash Compactor. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Darby won't win. Hopefully MJF wins it all out. And this has been a good show.
Free Sammy. Sammy's freed.
That's right. Free Sammy. They did him wrong this week.
Why haven't you all
didn't you have
subscribed?
Sammy win?
We got more subscribers now.
Yeah, and we need more.
We need more. Because as soon as we get the 1,000 subscriber, me and Dave will have a wrestling match.
That's
and I'm going
right.
to destroy him. It'll be like a squash match.
You might not be able to. Free